straight down. All right, we're up here at the property for yet another project, and this time what we're gonna do is finally have access to a nice backhoe. This is a great machine. It's one of my friends, and he's letting me use it here on the property. And I have all the oak trees that the power company out here, PG&E, cut down to be able to run their power lines after the fire. They have just been sitting on the ground this whole time, and at some point I'm gonna have some time to mill up boards or slabs or whatever, and I don't want the wood to be rotten. They've been sitting on the ground for over a year now, and some of the bark is starting to peel off, and I don't want all this wood to go through another winter sitting in the mud and the water. So hopefully today I'll be able to create some sort of log deck, probably grab some junk pine logs or something, put them on the ground, and then I can stack all the oak logs perpendicular sitting on top of them, and we'll just see how that goes. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put it yet. Behind me, I think I'm going to go grab some of those pine logs. The logging company that was here, they took mostly all the logs, all the pine logs that had value. I think there's a couple big ones over there that were a little bit rotten out. I'm not sure if I'll use those. They might be a little too big for what I want, but I'll find something. There's plenty of trees around here, and we'll start getting this stuff stacked up. So let's get after it. Well, that was pretty awesome. That's probably about as big as that tractor can grab with the 4-in-1 bucket. I had quickly tried it last night with my friend, and it wasn't, every time we tried grabbing it, it was just a little too big, so it would pop out. And somehow just now I was able to get it with the right, I wasn't even filming it because I didn't think I would get it. I was gonna get a couple of chains and lift it up that way, but I was able to get it just right and munch onto it, and man, when that thing grabs on, it is never letting go. This log is probably one of the bigger ones that I have cut right now. This is what I'm gonna try and do, is just keep bringing logs over here and stacking. I don't know, I might actually move the other 2 that I put over there so that I can load it from both sides. So I might move that down that way a ways, or I'm not exactly sure what I'll do. But let's keep loading logs and see how full we can get this. All right, well, I think that is gonna wrap it up for this one. I was kind of an idiot and I forgot to bring my chainsaw. So there's a few other logs that I could grab with the chainsaw. I'll just have to do that another day. But I got quite a few over here. There's still more, but this is a good start. These are the ones that have been sitting really in the mud for a while. So I kind of had trouble with this last one. Here, I'll show you what that one looks like. So this one's actually kind of a big crotch right there. And I kept trying to grab it. I couldn't see the crotch. I was first trying to grab it from that side and I couldn't see the crotch. And so the only way, I couldn't see this other limb here. So the only way to lift it was to roll it back. And then I could grab a hold with the bucket. I could grab that limb and then carry the whole thing. And it's not super long. And so when I tried twice to put it here on the log deck and it kept falling through the middle, so I had to bring it off and scoot the logs in closer. Let me grab my tape measure and I can measure some of these out just so we can know how big they are, because I don't really remember. Okay, so this one is roughly 104, 105 inches. That is almost 9 feet. This one's probably about the same, but this one is a good 33 inches in diameter. And here's a smaller one, but this is 19 and roughly about the same length as the other one, maybe a couple inches longer. But this one's 17 and a half, 18. I think this is the biggest one. That's about the same as the other one, like 32, 33. Some more in here. This is about the same, so about 33. This one's just a little bit smaller, 27. But it's definitely some big logs here. 17. And there's a ton of logs that I left on the ground. These logs over here are my friend Devon's. They're all cedar. And he's kind of just storing them here until we can have some fun and mill them up. Also, you can see how muddy it is here right now. The tractor does amazing with the four-wheel drive, but it's also pretty damn heavy. And especially when you got a big log on the end of it. But anyway, there's still a bunch more logs here, but I think I'm gonna have so many to choose from that I'm not gonna mill up anything that is, less than 14, 15 inches in diameter or something. These will be real good for cutting up for firewood. There is a nice big one in here still, but it's a big V, it's a big notch. And I didn't bring the chainsaw to be able to cut it and get it out of here. So we'll get that another day. But anyway, yeah, it's nice to be able to start getting some movement here on the property. And here's a look from the other side. Not too bad. So, well, anyway, that's probably gonna do it for this video. It's Friday afternoon. Gonna go do a little cleaning up at the house before the weekend, and we will catch you guys on the next video. All right.